ABC 17 KMIZ, where the news comes first.
In the storm track weather alert tonight, right now many counties in mid-Missouri are under a severe thunderstorm watch.
That watch lasts until 10 o'clock tonight. We're expecting this storm to hit Columbia in just about an hour. Here you can see on the radar, it's now making its way into the Lake of the Ozarks area.
Let's get right to ABC 17 Storm Track Chief Meteorologist Sharon Ray, who's tracking these storms in the southern and western parts of the viewing area. Sharon.
That's right. These storms have developed in southwestern Missouri and are quickly moving to the northeast toward Truman Reservoir and the Lake of the Ozarks right now. We do not have any severe storms in our area at this time, but they are closing in on our southwestern counties, as you can see here on Storm Track Doppler radar. So we are watching this line of storms as they continue to advance to the north and east. Here is a closer look at these as they continue to move into the Truman Reservoir area, and we'll zoom in and put a tracker on them. You can see a few showers have picked up now near Warsaw and to the southwest, but these will quickly increase and pull to the northeast, and the track on this line shows it moving in just through the 5 o'clock hour. In fact, they're moving at about 45 miles an hour, putting them at Deepwater at 502, Wheatland 503, and then on to Clinton at 510, Hermitage 510, Tightwad at 513, and Warsaw at 516. Again, it'll start as just some showers, but then we'll see increasing thunderstorms, and some of those could be severe as they move in. We've been getting reports of up to ping-pong ball size hail with some of these storms in southwestern Missouri. So as they approach, I would expect that we will see the potential of some large hail, and also we could even see some damaging wind and even a tornado with these storms. Right now, though, we have not had any reports of a tornado with them. That's good news. So far, we haven't had that, but we're also getting those large hail reports as they come in. Now, here are the latest probabilities. We do have that severe threat through 10 o'clock tonight. There's a severe thunderstorm watch for much of the area, including Interstate 70 southward, and you can see the tornado risk has been brought up to a 5% chance. That's within 25 miles of a point. Yeah, it's a small probability. It is a very low tornado chance this evening, but the highest is here at the Lake of the Ozarks, and then it changes to a 2% chance as you go to the north. As far as the damaging wind, that's a slightly better chance of seeing that. Up to 70-mile-an-hour winds are possible, and you can see the wind probabilities here of 15% for much of mid-Missouri, just north of Interstate 70. And then the hail threat is highest toward the Lake of the Ozarks. We have a 30% chance just south of the lake, and up to 15% farther north that we could see 1 inch or greater hail. And the hail looks like in some of these storms is going to be quite large. Where is all this going? Well, it's going to track through mid-Missouri between 5 and 10 o'clock tonight. You can see this is the projection for right now as we're watching those storms getting ready to approach Highway 65. Those will pull eastward and be near Sedalia, Boonville, southward through Versailles and the Lake of the Ozarks at 6 o'clock tonight. Now, again, the better chance of any severe weather with this is south of Interstate 70, but we can't rule out a strong wind gust or some hail farther north. As we head to 7 o'clock this evening, Columbia, Jefferson City, looking for a good chance that we'll see storms right over the area by 7 o'clock this evening and down through parts of the Lake of the Ozarks and heading into Rolla. Fulton starting to see that rain by 7 tonight, and Moberly. And then as we go into 8 o'clock, you can see how it pulls east of Highway 63. Still a few lingering showers north, but at 8 o'clock this evening, expected to see these moving east and out of the area after 9 o'clock tonight. And then it'll be much quieter. You can sleep easy tonight as we will see the skies becoming partly cloudy and the rain ending across the area. In the next 7 days, then, temperatures are going to cool down. Thursday, we're down to 49 degrees and only 45 Friday. There is another chance of storms Wednesday, but not for everybody. I'll have a track of those coming up.
Thank you, Sharon. With severe weather season here in mid-Missouri, we're checking in on community and personal storm shelters in the area.
ABC 17's Lindsay Burning talked to emergency management officials in Boone County and Cole County today. She joins us now live, and Lindsay, Boone County EMA says there are no official community shelters in the county.
Yes, Dana, there are no FEMA-approved community storm shelters in all of Boone County, and Josh Creamer, the deputy director of the Columbia Boone County Office of Emergency Management, tells me that's because of a lack of funding.
FEMA has very specific specifications on what would be considered a community safe room, and in order to meet those standards, it's fairly expensive.
Creamer says since there are no official community shelters, Boone County residents should have a plan of where to go before a tornado comes. That could mean a nearby open business with a stairwell, for example. But many people choose to stay at home in a basement or inner room. Because of this, last year the city of Ashland started a storm shelter registry to let first responders know where residents would be located in the event of a tornado. Creamer says it's the only registry in all of Boone County.
Part of that situation assessment would be talking to a lot of the homeowners and the residents in the area. Many of them may be aware of where their neighbors were.
Creamer says if a tornado goes through the county, emergency crews will go to areas that have the highest risk of people who may be trapped.
There currently isn't a database that's on a county-wide scale. We would encourage those individuals to let other members in the community, particularly their neighbors, know where they would be in the event of a tornado, or some of their family members know.
Creamer says aside from storm shelter registries, there are other resources emergency responders can use to identify where people may be after a natural disaster. But he says this goes back to the lack of funding. The Emergency Management Office of Osage County has a smart prepare system that can pull information from the 911 system with people's medical information and more. Boone County EMA says it will be looking into notification systems like these and others over the next year to add to its resources. I also talked to the Cole County Emergency Management Director, who tells me there are 25 Red Cross approved storm shelters across the county, and those are usually like big churches that have kitchens and shower facilities within them, but they're all run by the Red Cross. And he tells me they also don't have a personal storm shelter registry, and he says the biggest problem with that is the having a man to keep it updated and just keeping it updated. Reporting live in Columbia, Lindsay Burning, ABC 17 News.
Thank you, Lindsay. The city of Joplin has also recently created a storm shelter registry. This comes after the 2011 tornado. It took responders 2 days to rescue everyone then. That's why the city of Ashland decided to adopt a registry as well.
A Columbia man is arrested after taking the Missouri State Highway Patrol on a chase. Troopers tell us they tried to stop a car around 10 this morning after it failed to yield near Mexico Gravel Road and Woodard Drive. The driver drove off, taking them on a short chase before getting out of the car and then running. Troopers caught up to him and arrested him. A woman who was a passenger in the car also ran off but was later found. Tonight, a Columbia woman could be facing charges after police say she left the scene of an accident. Officers arrested Crystal Scott yesterday for the accident that happened back in January. Investigators say Scott hit a car near West Boulevard and Ash Street and then took off. A witness followed her, getting her license plate number and then turning it over to police. She has since bonded out of jail. Tonight, a new prosecutor is looking into whether or not charges should be filed against a trooper after a man in his custody drowns.
20-year-old Brandon Ellingson drowned while in handcuffs at the Lake of the Ozarks. He was pulled over on suspicion of drinking while boating by trooper Anthony Piercy.
ABC 17's Heather Horgan has followed every step of this case, detailing what Piercy reportedly did wrong that day and why he wasn't trained properly to be on the water. The first special prosecutor told you yesterday that the case has been officially handed over?
Yes, Amanda Grellner, who is the prosecutor in Osage County, appointed to be the prosecutor in this case, says she has handed all of her files over. And to who we still do not know tonight. She said it was a him, but could not give me the name of the new prosecutor. I called the Morgan County clerk, who tells me she does not have any paperwork on who the new prosecutor is, other than there was a motion to appoint one. She tells me I most likely would not be able to know who it is until charges are filed. But with this case, the big question is, will charges be filed? Will Trooper Piercy be held responsible for the drowning of Brandon Ellingson, or was it just an accident like the jury at the coroner's inquest ruled last year? Ellingson's family says it was negligence. I talked with the Ellingson's lawyer today, who tells me he does not know who the new prosecutor is either. So while there are still a lot of questions tonight surrounding this case, we do know new eyes are going over Amanda Grellner's file on this. Again, Grellner earlier this month announced she was stepping down because of a conflict of interest. We will, of course, continue to follow any developments in this case and let you know when we have the prosecutor's name.
Thank you very much, Heather. Morgan County Prosecutor Dustin Dunkley was unable to take on the case because of his conflict of interest. Today, he too says he does not know who the new prosecutor is.
Tonight, Attorney General Chris Koster's gubernatorial campaign office is responding to a newly released state auditor's report. The report says Koster's campaign has been accepting gifts from donors who are actively being investigated by the Attorney General's office. It's being called a conflict of interest. ABC 17's Dan Messinio has been digging through the report. He's joining us live in our newsroom now. And Dan, Koster's campaign says it's not a conflict of interest.
Yeah, Daniel, Koster's gubernatorial campaign disputes the report. In a statement, it says the audit doesn't accurately reflect the conflict of interest policy. It says the campaign has implemented a strict policy of its own for donors.
State Auditor's Office says its report of Attorney General Chris Koster's office raises a few issues. Deputy Auditor Harry Otto says one that's of most concern, the way the office handles Koster's gubernatorial campaign contributions.
We feel like the process whereby the campaign monitors by self-reporting the donor reports whether or not there is a conflict, we don't think that's going to work.
The audit report released this morning states Attorney General Koster's campaign is accepting contributions from donors who are actively being investigated by the Attorney General's office. The audit report calls it a conflict of interest. In an audit response, Koster's office says there is no conflict of interest. It says litigation attorneys have no contact with Koster's political organization. In a statement, Koster's political campaign says the Missourians for Koster Committee has implemented the most stringent conflict of interest policy of any attorney general in the nation. Despite the response, the auditor's report gave the Attorney General's office a fair rating, the second lowest out of 4 possible ratings.
The importance of that, of those contributions and the perception that the public can have about that probably weighed heavily into the finding of, or the rating of a fair versus a good.
Otto also tells me the audit found that Koster's office gave what they call excessive salary increases to its employees. The AG's office says in an effort to improve recruitment, the office cut its staff and funneled those funds to extra positions. Reporting live in the newsroom, Dan Messinio, ABC 17 News.
Thank you, Dan. This auditor's office says this was a routine audit of the Attorney General's office. All statewide elected officials will be audited at least once during their term.
Just ahead on ABC 17 News at 5, where the news comes first.
Tonight, French authorities are calling off the search at the site of this morning's Airbus crash. Hear why.
And President Obama says more troops are staying in Afghanistan than originally planned. We have those details next.
ABC 17 Storm Track weather can be heard on Zimmer radio stations, 93.9 The Eagle, and today's best country, Clear 99.
Need replacement windows? Call 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW. Window World. Simply the best for less.
Choosing from the $4 menu is not for the indecisive. Incredible values await. Behold the original double steak burger meal. The taco salad and chili cheese footlong meals. The garlic double steak burger meal.
What's that sound, Master?
Kung Fu elbow. Try it.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4. That's Steak and Shake.
Save big at Menards. How big? 11% big. This big. Bigger. 11% bigger. With 11% make it brighter. No, 11% brighter. Softer? 11% softer. Save 11% on blocks. Every block. Save 11% on appliances. All appliances. Save 11% on paint. That's right, all the paint. From this to this, or even this. There's no end to the possibilities with an 11% rebate on your entire purchase. Hurry in for big savings.
Data captured by our state-of-the-art monitors helps us pinpoint the timing and location of severe weather more accurately and respond to trouble more quickly. Ameren, Missouri's investment in smart technologies like this is one way we're improving reliability and restoring power faster than ever. Responding to trouble before trouble hits. That's energy at work. Ameren, Missouri.
found treasure.
$7 million in gold.
Well, that's definitely motive for murder.
Unlocks Henry's darkest secret. It can't be. Cuba Gooding Jr. guest stars.
I think he winked at you.
New forever. Tonight, 10, 9 Central on ABC.
Right now, we are still under a severe thunderstorm watch as rain starts to move in some areas.
We'll check back in with ABC 17 Storm Track Chief Meteorologist Sharon Ray, who continues to track these storms. Sharon?
That's right. They are moving into our southwestern counties right on time as they are pushing in close to the 5 o'clock hour here. And you can see they're moving rather fast northeast at 45 miles an hour. That is putting these into the Lake of the Ozarks already here in the next few minutes. In fact, you can see in southern Benton County near Warsaw and Climax Springs to Hermitage, we're seeing this line of storms starting to move in now. In fact, these will continue to track to the northeast, moving into Climax Springs at 523 and into, you can see, Camden County. Now, right now, there are no warnings on these storms, for us anyway. There are some out in western Missouri, but we're keeping a close eye on the potential of large hail with these as they move in. You can see moving into Gravois Mills at 543. That's this line that Jessica's tracking right now as it continues to move into areas of the Lake of the Ozarks. So if there are any warnings issued, of course, we'll be sure to let you know immediately. But right now, we're keeping a close eye. You can track these with us live at abc17news.com. Go to our live updates, and you can check the latest tracks right there.
French authorities have since called off the search at the crash site of the Germanwings airliner that went down this morning in the French Alps.
The airliner crashed there with 150 people aboard. All are presumed dead. Rescue officials say the conditions in the Alps have become too difficult to search. The Airbus was traveling from Barcelona to Dusseldorf, Germany, when it went down.
And I've decided that we will maintain our current posture of 9,800 troops through the end of this year.
Looking at news around America tonight, the White House says nearly 9,000 troops will stay in Afghanistan through the end of 2015. That's different from the original plan to cut that number in half. Afghan President Ashraf Ghani asked the president to slow the withdrawal of U.S. troops in his country.
And Sharon continues to track the storms moving through mid-Missouri next.
Here's why I think you're smart. You've got this whole family-work balance thing figured out. You're not easily fooled, and you probably want to drive a Honda. Well, here's another feather for your smart cap. Columbia Honda on Hereford Road. Their worry-free guarantee that includes a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty makes them the smart choice. Because when life moves at top speed, the last thing you want to do is worry about your car. Check out Columbia Honda on Hereford Road or ColumbiaHonda.com and see why people call them the smart choice.
Are we on track or on the tracks? Why is the Columbia City Council so far off track? Maybe because only 15% of our ward votes, and they elect folks that care a lot about what kind of bags we use.
We need to get back to basics. I'm Ryan Eulis. Protecting our citizens, fixing our roads, ensuring our sewers work. For me, that's priority one.
On Tuesday, April 7th, vote for Ryan Eulis, an infrastructure and financial expert who'll put us back on track.
Sharon Ray and the ABC 17 Storm Track Weather Team, tracking storms to the exact time they'll hit.
Let's take it hour by hour. The latest timing of this is still after midnight.
Always tracking, always alerting. ABC 17 News, where the news comes first.
Hey, I'm Mike, and that's Dan. We know moving is tough, but at 2 Men in a Truck, we make it easy.
Whether your move is across town or across the country, we'll make it a smooth one.
We're the movers who care, and we'll prove it. For your next move, call 2 Men in a Truck.
The first hybrid in America, a Honda. The first to meet the Clean Air Act standards, a Honda. And now we're the first to do something else, the Honda Dream Garage Sales Event. Right now you can get an amazing deal on a Honda Accord, named a 2015 IIHS Top Safety Pick.
The Honda Dream Garage Sales Event. Get a dream deal on an Accord with standard rearview camera. Now at your Honda dealer.
Think about the last time you moved. Remember how you said you'd never do it alone again?
Next time, call us at 2 Men in a Truck. We're local and can help at a price that won't make you wish you did it on your own.
When you're ready, give us a call. Home or business, 2 Men in a Truck.
From dressing your kids for the bus stop to preparing for severe weather, trust the ABC 17 Storm Track Weather Team to accurately track and alert you to changing weather conditions in your area every day. ABC 17 News, where the news comes first. You're watching ABC 17 News at 5 in high definition on KMIZ, where the news comes first.
Oh, welcome back. We are tracking showers and thunderstorms as they're moving into our southwestern counties. These blew up very quickly this afternoon, just after 4 o'clock in western Missouri, southwest Missouri, and you can see the track they're taking. They're strong to severe storms. Right now, nothing as severe as it's heading into our viewing area, but they could very well turn that way as we are looking at the potential of large hail damaging winds and can't rule out an isolated tornado. Right now, though, you can see they're inching here into the Lake of the Ozarks. The main line continues to stay just to the west. Right here is where we've had some warnings on these storms for large hail, but these showers and thunderstorms are now moving into the Lake of the Ozarks, and we'll put the latest track on these. In southern Benton County, you're getting some heavier rain in the very southern portion of that county. You can see some heavy rain just south of Fristow to Cross Timbers. In fact, we're seeing rainfall rates increasing in that area. You can also see there's the potential of some hail in this region as well. We'll show you that just south of Fristow. There's the potential of 3/4 inch size hail in that storm north of Cross Timbers. This storm that's producing some heavy rainfall is heading northeast, and we'll put a tracker on it for you. You can see it moving into Climax Springs here just in a couple of minutes. In fact, you should already be hearing some thunder, especially if you live just west of Climax Springs. Laurie at 5:43, Gravois Mills at 5:48. You'll get some heavy rain with this, some frequent lightning as it continues to track into these areas, into the Lake of the Ozarks. We're also keeping an eye on other storms out further to the west. These will be affecting, of course, areas along Highway 65. You can see them out by Warrensburg and farther south. Those will be getting close to 65 between 5:30 and 6 o'clock this evening, so we'll be watching the potential for those as well. So stay with us through the night. Our Storm Track team is here. You can also track these live with us at abc17news.com on our live updates, and also you can follow us on Twitter. We have a severe storm watch until 10 o'clock tonight for the areas you see here in this pink color. This is for the potential of those winds up to 70 miles an hour and some hail up to 2 inches in diameter. This line, getting close to Highway 65, will continue to quickly push to the east. I think most of the activity will be between 6 and 8 o'clock tonight, moving right across mid-Missouri and then ending by 9 o'clock tonight. You can see here's 8. And there's 9 and 10, how those storms quickly move out. We'll be dry to start the day tomorrow. Your morning commute tomorrow will be dry but cool. But as we head through the day, we pick up another chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the late afternoon and toward the evening. You can see how this is 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, starting to build those showers and thunderstorms into the area. The severe threat, however, is south of Interstate 44, but we could see some heavier rain with these in our southeastern counties. That's tomorrow night. So we'll be tracking showers and some heavier rain and thunder as it pushes through overnight, ending by early Thursday morning, leaving us cool and dry for the end of the week. Rain tracker showing up to 2 inches of rain in our southeast areas, 1 to 2 here with tomorrow night storms, and all the way into tomorrow night and into Thursday morning. You can see how the totals range anywhere from about ½ inch of rain up to 1 inch, which is pretty typical for thunderstorms, especially with some of these stronger storms. Highs tomorrow, still mild for your Wednesday, in the 60s and low 70s. Not a bad day tomorrow, but it cools down. Take a look at the ABC 17 Storm Track 7-day forecast. Wow, it gets chilly here Thursday with a high of only nearing 50 degrees. After the morning clouds clear, we'll end up with sunshine Friday and 45. Only a high of 50 Saturday. A very chilly start to the weekend.
Thank you, Sharon. Tonight, you may want to toss some meals in your freezer.
Hear what meals are affected by a deadly bacteria contamination next.
At least one home on this block has a water problem. The cause may be poor gutter drainage, runoff, or exterior water pressure. One thing is for sure, it won't heal itself.
Heal your home with Healer Tech.
More excitement, more adventure, more tunes, more versatility. America's most exciting lineup is at your local Nissan store now. And now's the best time to get yours.
Choose from 14 models with 0% APR financing for up to 60 months. Or get 0% APR for up to 72 months on Sentra.
Get to Nissan now. Hurry. Event ends March 31st.
Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
Helitech has been and remains to be an industry leader in waterproofing solutions for over 25 years. They utilize innovative technology by using the HydroWay waterproofing system.
Heal your home with Helitech.
Watch the stories that interest you, when you want, where you want. The latest news in the palm of your hand.
Developing details on what started an apartment fire.
The action of local sports.
He may score. He will score.
ABC 17 Storm Track weather 24/7.
Right now, we've had some clearing skies, but a little batch of clouds have moved back in.
Get the power of the ABC 17 News app in the palm of your hand. Download from iTunes or Google Play today.
In a recall alert tonight, Amy's Kitchen is recalling its frozen meals for a deadly bacteria.
The company says 74,000 cases of its frozen foods that include spinach may be contaminated with listeria. The meals to look out for include vegetarian lasagna, tofu scrambles, spinach pizza, enchiladas, brown rice bowls, and stuffed pasta shells. So far, no illnesses have been reported.
General Motors also has a recall to announce. The car maker says 92,000 Chevrolet Malibu midsize sedans have an issue with their sunroof controls. Cars made between 2013 and 2015 model years are all affected. GM says the sunroofs can close on their own. This is the same problem affecting nearly 70,000 Cadillac ATS sedans.
And Sharon continues to track the storms when we come back.
Every day, a journey. The Syrian border, Cuba, the White House, America.
Glad you're okay.
Oh, thank you. Wherever the story, he's right there.
Back on the job.
Yeah. Because he reports to you. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir.
More excitement. More adventure. More tunes. More versatility. America's most exciting lineup is at your local Nissan store now. And now's the best time to get yours.
Choose from 14 models with 0% APR financing for up to 60 months. Or get 0% APR for up to 72 months on Sentra.
Get to Nissan now. Hurry. Event ends March 31st.
Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
Socket is ABC 17's exclusive provider of local telephone service. With Socket, now you have a choice. Call Socket at 1-800-SOCKET-3.
At least one home on this block has a water problem. The cause may be poor gutter drainage, runoff, or exterior water pressure. One thing is for sure, it won't heal itself.
Heal your home with Helitech.
We're back. I am Hans. And I am Franz, and this is our State Farm agent, Charles, and we just want to pump you up.
Charles, what is it that you do? Well, I save people money with the discount double check, discount double check. Just to double check, what exactly do you do again?
Yeah, the savings part.
Like I said before, with the
discount double check, discount double check.
Well, that's not exactly how But this is exactly how we do it. Hit it, Jürgen. My packs are dancing with joy from all the savings.
Pump up your savings with a discount double check. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Helitech has been and remains to be an industry leader in waterproofing solutions for over 25 years. They utilize innovative technology by using the HydroWay waterproofing system.
Heal your home with Helitech.
Well, welcome back. We are seeing showers and thunderstorms moving into our southwestern counties right now. In fact, we do not have anything strong or severe, but you can see the storms are starting to move into the Lake of the Ozarks area and Truman Reservoir area at this time. We're seeing some heavy downpours with these storms and some lightning, of course, and also some small hail is possible with a few of these storms. You've been seeing a few of these that are showing up to penny-size hail, a chance of that. And as they continue to move northeast, we'll be tracking them through the evening. We'll continue to watch these, and I'll be back on ABC 17 News at 6 with more weather updates.